What's up everybody? Let's talk about Garagekeepers Insurance. Whether you're a dealer, an auto mechanic, or whatever, right? If you work on people's cars, you have cars that don't belong to you, you need this coverage. So today we're gonna talk about a specific part of garage insurance, Garagekeepers. So, what is it? So Garagekeepers Insurance is the coverage that you get for the vehicles that you're working on, that you have in your possession that aren't yours, and it protects a very particular part of the car, the body, right? So this is the coverage that is not liability. We'll talk about liability in another video, but what this does is it actually protects the physical body, what we call physical damage coverage for the cars, trucks, vehicles that you are working on for somebody else. So if they are on your lot, you don't own them and they get hurt, this is the policy that's going to protect that and then pay for the damages to get it repaired. Have in your possession, but you don't own. Got it? All right, so we have a general idea of what this coverage does now, right? What it protects. But what does it protect from, right? So what can happen that you'll have to use this? So the best way to look at that is, what are the most likely things to happen if you have a car that you don't own on your lot? So there are four main things. Now this policy covers more than that, but I'm gonna hit these main things because that's the things that most people think about. So fire, weather, theft, and the last one, collision. So fire is pretty self-explanatory, right? I mean, if you have these things inside and they're protected, the building catches on fire, oh my God, everything burns up. That is a terrible thing to happen. So yeah, that's covered. Look at weather. Wind is the biggest one. Hail also can really do some damage, but wind, I mean, blows a power line down or it even can move the vehicles. I mean, if you're in our backyard of North Carolina, hurricane force winds can really do some damage. So that is an obvious one. Theft. I mean, if you've got someone else's vehicle and it gets stolen, that's a huge deal. It's a big blow to you, to your credibility. But if it gets stolen and something happens, vandalism also is a part of that, then you're gonna be covered under your Garagekeepers. And then the last thing we're gonna look at here is collision. So whether or not you're driving around and you run into a wall or someone backs into it, you drop something, it busts the side of the door or whatever, that's gonna be covered. Collision damage is gonna be covered. Now, like I said, this is not the only way this is covered. These aren't the only risks that are covered, but they're the most common risks that everyone asks about, and that's exactly what we're going over today. So now we've got a general idea of what Garagekeepers does, but we need to talk about what Garagekeepers does not do. So Garagekeepers does not, like I said before, cover the liability. So if you're driving this vehicle around, testing it out, you hit someone else on the road, and you are responsible for the damages to their vehicle and maybe any bodily injury, that's not what this policy does. That's liability. So don't worry about that. Does not do liability. Garagekeepers does not do liability. Everyone write that down? Great. So the next thing that it does not do is it does not protect from faulty work or incorrect work, right? So if you're working on someone's vehicle, you fix their brakes, they go out on the road, drive 20 miles away, and their brakes don't work, something is wrong, they get into an accident. Garagekeepers does not protect against that. So whatever damages that are coming out of that, out of faulty work, Garagekeepers has nothing to do with that. Again, that's gonna be on your liability policy. So the third thing that it doesn't do is it doesn't protect the personal property of the owner of the vehicle if it's still in the car. So if someone leaves their iPad and their laptop and their work material and whatever else inside the vehicle and the car gets stolen, Garagekeepers covers the body of the vehicle that is stolen, right? So whatever damage happens to that, Garagekeepers has it. But it's not gonna buy the guy a new iPad. It's not gonna buy them back whatever is inside the vehicle. So that's their responsibility. Garagekeepers doesn't do it. So those are some of the most common things that Garagekeepers does not do so that you can be able to kind of differentiate what it does and doesn't do. So that's the basic information you need to be comfortable knowing what Garagekeepers is and what it isn't. That should help you when you're trying to make decisions based on what's best for your dealership, what's best for your auto mechanic shop, what's best for your business. So I know you probably have more questions and there's more material in this. Come check out the blog. There's more information on the blog, but I'm sure you have questions. Go ahead and reach out to us. Let us know what your particular circumstances are so that we can give you the real advice you need to be able to get the exact correct coverage. So go ahead and fill out the form below. Let's go ahead and start a conversation, and I can get you in touch with the people who do this day in and day out, because here at Alliance, we love doing this. We love helping dealers and mechanics get the help they need and the protection they need for things like Garage Keepers. So thanks a lot, and we'll see you soon.